Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations. Namaste, my explorers. Welcome back to another Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country, here yet to broach another topic, one that I know all of us are guilty of, and maybe it's true. Of course, we have all heard the phrase, the program works, but what about when the program doesn't work? Certainly, you've had this experience. Well, let me hear from you. When I open up the lines tonight, we'll explore the program doesn't work? That and much more tonight on Explorations. Good evening, my explorers. How are we all doing? It's me, Leslie Tanner, host, creator, and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. It is wonderful to be with you on this Friday night. Namaste, everybody. It feels really good to be with you. I was a little under the weather yesterday. I had a little bit of the sniffles, a little bit of the cough, a little bit of this, that, and the other. Yahoo Serious 444 giving us the greatest gift. Namaste. Thank you so much, Yahoo Serious 444, for that beautiful, generous gift of bits and nothing. Namaste to you, getting us started off on the maybe perfect foot tonight. The program doesn't work. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it takes, anybody familiar with Explorations with Leslie Tanner understands that from coast to coast that there are untold thousands upon thousands of lives transformed by this program and its simple yet profound tools. However, there are times when, ladies and gentlemen, I know I've heard you say it, I've heard it through the grapevine. Nobody ever tells me directly, but I am begging you tonight, when we open up the lines, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting down to brass tacks. I want to hear how the program has failed you, let you down, disappointed you, wasn't there. It could be the program, it could be me. Who let you down? What let you down? Let's chat about it tonight on Explorations. Namaste, everyone. But how are you guys? Before we get off to the races, how is everybody in chat right now? I'd love to speak to you just for a moment. How's everybody in chat? I see, oh, leave it out, will ya? Namaste to you. Good to see you. Blessings and namaste to you. Does drinking juice out of a glass jar make you a better cult member? That's such a good question. It kind of depends on the glass. It depends on the glass. If we're speaking about maybe like an old spaghetti jar, like trash, like you're a poor piece of trash that you reuses glass jars like that, then no. But if you're drinking out of a nice rocks glass, then absolutely yes. Blessings and namaste. Trixie, good to see you, Trixie. Namaste to Trixie Hoare. Blessings. Good to see you. How are you tonight? How are you, Trixie? Good to see you. Cosmic video, yes, with a lid. Yes, exactly. You know, that's what Yeti cup. Don't dress it up, okay? Yeti cup. I would rather you just drink it out of a trough. When I pour out the juice for this little community that we've got here, when I pour out the Flavor-Aid, to be specific, it was Flavor-Aid, not Kool-Aid. When I pour out the Flavor-Aid, it's going to be in a trough, and you'll be on all fours like a bunch of fucking pigs, lapping it up. Lapping it up. You'll be oinking at the sky on your back by the time you're done, within 8 minutes. It'll take 8 minutes, namaste. I'm great. I have fries and malt vinegar. Ooh. Ooh, I love that. Did you put that together yourself? You got your own malt vinegar, or did you order that from somewhere? Because that sounds good. That sounds like a nice little night. Water in an empty pop can. Onion Plug, good to see you, brother Onion Plug. Blessings and namaste to you. Good to have you around. Blessings. As always, that Onion Plug energy is always appreciated, that wild card energy. We've gotten to know Onion Plug, better as time goes on. We've really gotten to understand that sort of the percolating, chaotic power inside that mind. That mind has got a power inside of it, and it is to a normal program. You go to Tony Robbins is running his scam over there. His bullshit program, and if you go over there, they're not going to understand it. They're not going to understand the power, and they're going to try to get you away from your power. Here, Explorations, we're getting you in touch with your power. Namaste. Here we go. Namaste on your plug. Blessings. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Well, it's wonderful to be with you. Listen, do you have Jim Jones' punch recipe? I hear it's to die for, says Commander Caleb. And that's a good point. Really, it was just Flavor-Aid. It was Flavor-Aid with some poison in it. Nothing fancy, simple DIY stuff. Unless you count the sort of practice rounds, the conditioning practice rounds that he did with his little village, everyone on the compound, they did, a series of practice rounds of like, the world is collapsing in, the army's coming to get us, etc., etc., etc. We need to kill ourselves. And they did a lot of practicing. If that's part of the recipe as you understand it, then you got to include that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, one thing that this is bringing up in my mind. We're kind of doing our pre-show conversation, which I always enjoy. One thing that's coming to my mind is if you haven't heard of the Jonestown tapes, ladies and gentlemen, you are missing out. Ladies and gentlemen, have you listened to the raw material of the Jonestown tapes? I just dropped it in the chat. If you have not listened to the raw shit and treated it like a podcast, then I don't know what you're doing here. I really have no idea what you're doing here. You need to, if you haven't done it yet, Cosmic Video, give it a try. Get into the raw stuff. Get into the raw stuff. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. You get to understand a whole new depth of Jim Jones. Because the thing about it, one of the things that gets left out of the documentaries is the experience of the duration. Now, if you're on the hook with a narcissist like that, then you're going to be dragged along for a long time, over time. And when they make these documentaries, they're so sexy, they pop so hot. But you get through the tapes, you listen to that guy read the newspaper for an hour and a half. Get to another tape. He is so fucked up out of his mind, he can't even give the announcements. He's just riffing. And he'll periodically, intermittently mumble and then laugh at himself. Narcissists still dragging all those people for over the course of, beginning of the project to the end, decades. And that gets lost. That gets lost in documentaries. Those tapes, they drop you right in. They drop you right into an afternoon or evening in the community. Yeah, Trixie, get into it. Trixie, do it. It's fun. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Ed Gain tapes and the Killdozer tapes. I didn't even know that those were tapes. We should do a tape swap. I didn't even know there were Ed Gain tapes. The docs are fun. The docs are great. The docs have a lot of information. It feels good. Borealis Black, namaste to you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for joining us. Explore Real Estate Agent. I'm excited to explore recipes for Tannerade. That's fun. That's that dark humor, Borealis Black, who's physically died, but also subsequent brushes with death, and that's that dark humor that only really comes from God smiting you over and over and over again. Namaste. There we go, Trixie. Communal vision real quick from Pepperoncini. Lesbian stammer. Let's get the jazz started. Namaste. Oh, he called it. He literally just freaking called it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get going on a you-know-what. Let's toot. Let's jam. Let's have some fun. I updated the thing. I don't think it's going over. We're going to have to manual style it. This is so frustrating to me. Oh, wait, there we go. Never mind. Guys, let's go. Let's get after it. Let's get the energy up, the energy focused. Namaste to you. Explorations with Leslie Tanner, Jazz Express. Namaste, everybody. Blessings. I love fresh memes. 12 months. We have hit 1 year with I love fresh memes. Namaste to I love fresh memes. Blessings to you on this joyous celebration night of explorations with I love fresh memes. 12 months. Still don't know my head from my ass. Just exploring. I love fresh memes. Listen, and if it's up to me, if it's up to the program, you're gonna be pooping with that mouth and thinking with that ass until the final lights go out. Namaste to you. I love fresh memes. Blessings. This is for you. This is the jazz tonight is for I love fresh memes. Namaste. Woo, girl, yes. Grats, namaste. Every time I hear this music, my pants shrink a size. XXV giving us an idea of how big his penis is and how, it makes his pants tight. Wearing medium type pants, maybe it's time to get a husky. Maybe it's time to get a husky pair of pants because that dick is so sensitive to jazz music. Namaste. Husky jazz. I love fresh memes. Namaste. namaste. Hell yeah, fuck pickleball, namaste, blessings and namaste. I'm sweaty from sport, says Poor. Blessings, guys. Just a little bit of jazz to get us started, and you know what? That's enough of this. I need to open up the lines, because tonight I am earnest. I am genuine in my conviction. I want to hear how the program has not worked for each and every single one of you. But in the meantime, guys, send me a little something. We are going to be opening something from German royalty. You know what that means. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. Send me a little something. I love getting stuff from you guys. I'm waiting on something from sister. Beautiful little package come from Sister Cougar Pie, as well as German royalty has got a beautiful little envelope for us. Blessings and namaste to you, though. Blessings and namaste. Now, guys, so that was the P.O. Box. Send me a little something if you feel so inspired. But also, I would like to remind you guys, if you're looking for the materials, we're going to be making a couple little updates. We're going to be experimenting a little bit with the offerings over the Community of Devoted Light over the next month or two. I did a little poll with my Community of Devoted Light, and if you'd like to join, the link is in the chat. Link in the chat for my Community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. Of course, that's where I host my real materials, the real true program materials that lead to the transformation of so many. And we're going to be experimenting. So we've been doing a podcast. We've been doing the poster. We're going to keep the postcards, but we're going to mix it up a little bit. We're going to maybe try some video, maybe try a stream or something like this. We're just going to kind of put our foot on the gas over there and see what the community needs. Because that's the thing, when I've got boundless energy, never-ending energy, and bottomless commitment to my community of devoted light. And because of that, we're going to be experimenting, playing a couple little games with which to see how best to shape the program over at the Community of Devoted Light. Iron Chef streaming, that's an amazing idea. See, I can't tell, you're so good with the sarcasm, One Ron. so zippy with the sarcasm. And you know what? I would love to give you a stream. I'd love to give my Community of Devoted Light a private stream. Namaste. Show a little skin. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Namaste to you. Real quick affirmations for days. Listen, don't let anybody get on your case about being passionate about your weird little autistic hobbies, period. And that's for my non-binaries, my theys. And yes, I did clock many of you as autistic. And I do empathetically as a legally licensed therapist. All right, before we get after Leslie for telling the truth once again, let it be known that I speak to these matters from experience, training, and a genuine empathy for my followers. Namaste to you. Blessings and namaste. You're of course welcome, M. Robert Kopp. Blessings. Blessings, and good to see you, by the way. It's great to have your energy as always. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know what the deal is, guys. If you'd like to join the Community of Devoted Light, the link is in the chat. A couple more details about that later. Blessings and namaste. But guys, let's open up the damn lines, huh? Let's get these lines open, because tonight, like I said, guys, tonight we are exploring the program doesn't work. Namaste. So we've all heard the phrase, because we know directly from personal experience that this program works. Then we've had some times we might hear it from some, we might hear it from someone like Not Mish or Genomatic, aka Hypocryptomatic. We might hear it from them that the program doesn't work every now and again, but I know in your heart of hearts that there are times when this program you feel is not meeting your needs. That you have needs simply not being met by the most effective personal power program in the country. And after all, if this personal power program is so effective, how is it leaving my needs after all that I've given to it? After all the chats, after my stream streaks, after my bits, after my channel points, After my donations, contributions, devotions, the community of devoted light. After the devotions that are sent to the P.O. Box. How? How could the most effective personal power program in the country not be meeting my needs? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what I want to hear about tonight. When I open up the line in just a few seconds, 872-205-9484, I want to hear how this program has let you down. I want to hear how this program has left you in the darkness alone, has left you at the side of the road, abandoned, without but a coat to protect yourself from the elements. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. I'm opening up the line now, 872-205-9484. Give me a call. The program doesn't work. Chat with me about it. Now there we go, XXV. I'd love to speak to you about that. I'd love to speak to you about that line of thinking. The program works for Leslie. Oh, we got a caller calling in. A caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I could call you tonight?
It's Mish.
Mish, good to hear from you. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
We're doing great. We have a quick psychic emergency from Yahoo Serious. One moment.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Sirius 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Sheer 400 attempts to contain Clifford the Big Red Dog have failed. He is on the loose. Authorities believe he may be drawn to the town's sausage-making factory. Conventional weapons seem to have minimal effect, although street-sweeping vehicles have been able to redirect him. Hear his bark take cover. Repeat. Sheer 400 attempts to contain Clifford the Big Red Dog have failed. He is on the loose. Authorities believe he may be drawn to the town's sausage-making factory. Conventional weapons seem to have minimal effect, although street-sweeping vehicles have been able to redirect him. Hear his bark take cover. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Namaste. Thanks so much, Yahoo Serious, for that beautiful psychic emergency. And also, guys, if you haven't really cracked the code on these psychic emergencies from Yahoo Serious, let me go ahead and tell you, it's going to make a whole lot more sense. Of course, I'm a therapist, so this kind of stuff is easier for me. These are going to make a whole lot more sense if you understand that Clifford the Big Red Dog is a metaphor for his penis. Again, these will make a lot more sense if you understand that Clifford the Big Red Dog is a metaphor for his penis. Now let's listen to the second one.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Sirius 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 The local elementary has reported that Clifford the Big Red Dog is capable of separating his upper and lower jaw to swallow a school bus. Teachers on site say his waggy happy tail is a lie. Lunch ladies drew the colossal crimson creature into the cafeteria with sloppy joes and after spinning around 3 times has fallen asleep. Repeat. Cheer 400 The local elementary has reported that Clifford the Big Red Dog is capable of separating his upper and lower jaw to swallow a school bus. Teachers on site say his waggy happy tail is a lie. Lunch ladies drew the colossal crimson creature into the cafeteria with sloppy joes and after spinning around 3 times has fallen asleep. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
See what I mean? Do you guys see what I mean? Once you understand that one basic thing about and we've got yet another. Mish, just hold on one moment. We are getting psychic emergencies.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Sirius 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 Clifford the Big Red Dog has dug an intricate network of tunnels underneath the town. He smells you through the dirt and will find you in your root cellar. Using whistles will only attract him. Retreat to the dam. Repeat. Cheer 400. Clifford the Big Red Dog has dug an intricate network of tunnels underneath the town. He smells you through the dirt and will find you in your root cellar. Using whistles will only attract him. Retreat to the dam. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Now I'm gonna say Fluxstorm 0, general position. I did know that. Didn't know Clifford was that kind of down bad. Interesting. Yeah, that's weirdly enough. You go back to the source materials of Clifford the Big Round Dog and start thinking about Clifford in the context of an analogy for a penis. The whole story, the whole tome makes a lot more sense. A lot more sense. Namaste. And also, happy 21 months with Brother Fluxstorm 0. Namaste to Fluxstorm 0. Now, okay, Mish, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm on cloud 9. I'm feeling great. I'm having a wonderful night with my community. Cougar Pie with a subscription. 10 months with us. Cougar Pie, convicted public masturbator. You know, given the extent of her disabilities, I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her getting out there, cranking in public, and loudly and flamboyantly enough to catch the radar of law enforcement. Namaste to you. Okay, now, not Mish. Tonight we're getting into the program doesn't work, and I kind of figured we would be getting a call from you tonight.
Yeah, this is my favorite.
Okay, let's put a sock in that. We've got another psychic emergency from Yahoo Serious.
Shit.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Sirius 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400. Clifford the Big Red Dog is still loose. The Ruby Pooch has destroyed the western half of town, including the water tower. The Mad Mutt's maze digging through underground safe havens have set back initial resistances and resupply. Reminder, the radios can be heard by the Red Beast. Repeat. Cheer 400. Clifford the Big Red Dog is still loose. The Ruby Pooch has destroyed the western half of town, including the water tower. The Mad Mutt's maze digging through underground safe havens have set back initial resistances and resupply. Reminder, the radios can be heard by the Red Beast. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
All right, now, thank you so much, Yahoo Serious, keeping us abreast of the Clifford the Big Red Dog situation. Namaste to you for that. Now, let's go to you, Mish. The program doesn't work, and I knew that you'd be drawn to this theme like a moth to the flame.
Hell yeah.
Peppercorn Patty gifting 5 community subs. Sweetheart, you're too generous. You're too generous. Namaste to our sister, Peppercorn Patty, our moderator, our producer, longtime sub, longtime explorer, Peppercorn Patty. Namaste to you. She's great, isn't she?
I love her.
And we've got yet another Yahoo Serious psychic emergency.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Sirius 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400. The Red Giant Dog is clumsy. We have tricked him with the merry-go-round. And at the County Glue Factory, the city landfill is being dug up. He will chase you. Use all if any methods to slow the hound's expansion of territory. Repeat. Cheer 400. The Red Giant Dog is clumsy. We have tricked him with the merry-go-round. And at the County Glue Factory, the city landfill is being dug up. He will chase you. Use all if any methods to slow the hound's expansion of territory. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Namaste. Thank you again for the really sort of informative and poignant update as far as the Clifford the Big Red Dog situation is concerned. Thank you so much for that. Can't thank you enough. Now, let's go ahead on over to Mish. Mish, talk to us. The program doesn't work. How has the program let you down?
It hasn't done anything to change my life.
Interesting. Continue.
I still have a job that I fucking hate. I'm poor. I am tired all the time. I'm deficient in several vitamins.
Yep.
Yeah, sucks.
That's okay. Well, we've got yet another psychic emergency from Yahoo Serious 444.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Sirius 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 Clifford the big red dog is attracted to the bell ringing from the church on the hill. The dog's laser eyes decimated the fueling station at the edge of town. Its enlarged jaw can just scoop you up. If it slobbers on you, sacrifice yourself. The wolf-like drool is caustic and contagious. Repeat. Cheer 400 Clifford the big red dog is attracted to the bell ringing from the church on the hill. The dog's laser eyes decimated the fueling station at the edge of town. Its enlarged jaw can just scoop you up. If it slobbers on you, sacrifice yourself. The wolf-like drool is caustic and contagious. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Namaste. Thank you so much, Yahoo Serious, again for another poignant and informative update as far as the Clifford the big red dog situation is concerned. Namaste to you. I love Fresh Memes, also 250 bits. Very generous. Blessings and namaste as well to you tonight. Now, Mish, so your life sucks, basically. Yeah. Right? So you started, the way you started out, the way you started out is that Yahoo Serious 400 with another psychic emergency.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Sirius 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 Clifford the big red dog is leaving behind glowing feces. The dog shit is radioactive. The urine tests at the top of the pH scale. After the ice cream and sloppy joes it like a red mist. The mayor is planning on using fire trucks to draw the blood beast into a trap near the dam. Emily's whistle can no longer capture the mad dog's attention. Repeat. Cheer 400 Clifford the big red dog is leaving behind glowing feces. The dog shit is radioactive. The urine tests at the top of the pH scale. After the ice cream and sloppy joes it like a red mist. The mayor is planning on using fire trucks to draw the blood beast into a trap near the dam. Emily's whistle can no longer capture the mad dog's attention. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. Yahoo Serious 444 with another listen, sometimes the Clifford situation is popping off, and I see some people complaining in the chat. Sometimes it's popping off, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's a slow night, sometimes it's an active night. And thank God Yahoo Serious 444 has the presence of mind to give us these play-by-play updates, as only he can. Namaste to you. Now, Mish, you started off in the program, your life was shit. Your life is still shit. And how does that feel to be let down?
It feels like you tricked me. You lied and you tricked me.
How did I trick you? What did I say?
You were like, oh, I need a place to live, and so do you. What if I change your fucking life and it's fine?
What if I...
Nothing is different. Nothing.
Nothing. Not a single thing.
No. Other than I live with you, and that sucks.
Tell me more. Why does it suck to live with me? What kind of a guy am I? A lot of people don't know what kind of guy I am to live with. Go ahead and illuminate the chat right now.
You leave all the cabinets open. You leave all the drawers open.
Well, why don't you go ahead and hold the rest of that, because we have a psychic emergency from Yahoo Serious 444.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Sirius 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 Clifford the big red dog has melted the local hardware Hank statue with his radioactive acid piss. His size is now 4 tractor trailers. Reports are the cherry pooch ate the Pizza Hut, spun around 3 times, laid down and for now is asleep.
Wow.
Repeat. Cheer 400 Clifford the Big Red Dog has melted the local hardware Hank statue with his radioactive acid piss. His size is now 4 tractor trailers. Reports are the cherry pooch ate the Pizza Hut, spun around 3 times, laid down and for now is asleep. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
All right, go ahead and kick us. Go ahead and kick us back off. Why is living with me so unpleasant for you?
Yeah, you leave everything open, it gets too cold, and then in the summer it gets too fucking hot in here. You let all the air conditioning out. You eat a lot of meat, and you complain about these feral dogs, and you're the reason why they keep coming around. There's a lot of fucking meat, and they smell it.
Oh, all right. So let's put a pause on the rest of that and tune into another psychic emergency from Yahoo Serious.
We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Sirius 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 the National Guard has ambushed Clifford the Big Red Dog while he napped. The Guard's assault of 10,000 bullets and 2 rocket launchers only proved to excite the beast as he chased their jeeps around the block. Emily is now under Clifford's spell and rides him. The glowing radioactive dog shits will now fill a dump truck. Repeat. Cheer 400 the National Guard has ambushed Clifford the Big Red Dog while he napped. The Guard's assault of 10,000 bullets and 2 rocket launchers only proved to excite the beast as he chased their jeeps around the block. Emily is now under Clifford's spell and rides him. The glowing radioactive dog shits will now fill a dump truck. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Namaste, thank you so much. To Yahoo Serious 444 with another crucial update about not only Clifford, about Emily and the size of the dumps. Cannot thank you enough for that. Blessings to you. Now, let's go ahead and so I love fresh memes. Funnily enough, saying, I need a break from all this PNAS. I cannot take any more PNAS right now. And you know what? I'm gonna be nice. I'm feeling generous. I'll give you a nothing. Because that one got talked over by the TTS. Another nothing to I Love Fresh Memes, celebrating 1 year with the program. Now, Mish, why do you still live with me if your life sucks and I've let you down so hard?
You won't fucking leave. Living with you destroyed my credit.
And how is that?
You have... Oh my God, you've stolen my credit card, you ran it up, and now I'm fucked. I can't really apply to do anything. You fucked me. I'm in a ton of debt. I can't afford to move because I'm in a ton of fucking debt. They started garnishing my fucking wages. Don't play jazz.
Nope, unfortunately, we are about to play a great deal of jazz. Now, so listen, that station wagon was a good deal. You didn't make the payments. I made half monthly payments with you for the station wagon.
With my card.
What?
Just because you made the payments with my card, just because you were physically
no.
Card number. Yes.
Listen. Take it to small claims because this is bullshit and it's slander. Also, I can't help it if you got your license taken because of the DUI.
I've never had a license. Ever. So now you're just making shit up. That's the other thing, is this program is so fucking loud. I'll be trying to go to sleep and you'll just be fucking screaming at nothing, and no one watches this. No one cares.
Is that true, everybody? Nobody cares. Nobody watches. yet I have the most successful personal power program on the face of the earth. Try to reconcile these two things with me.
Okay.
Namaste, comedic. Go ahead. Go ahead, genius. Try to tell me, crunch the numbers on that. Nobody cares, nobody watches, yet it's the most successful and effective personal power program on the market.
It's not.
What's the more successful one? What's one that's more effective than this one?
Jonestown.
Yeah, well, listen, everybody loves to make hay out of these little groups of yesteryear, but they all killed themselves. They can't. Listen, I've got a lot to say about that sort of stuff. I don't think it was necessarily wrong, but I do think that, it's hard to consider that powerful. So afraid of their own penises that they had to cut their penises off.
That's not true. That's not.
In Heaven's Gate, they did.
Oh. I didn't bring them up at all.
Oh. Namaste. I love fresh memes. Single bit, I love my fresh memes. Single bit. Pink Tweety giving us a follow. Namaste, Pink Tweety. Hype Train, blessings and namaste. Yeah, that's right. 2 in an hour. What a blessing. Now, Mish, in particular, how has the jazz let you down? What is wrong with the jazz? And everybody knows you're not a fan of this.
It doesn't sound like anything. It just sounds like you're blowing into a whistle.
That's it? You're just kind of like an animal. You're just kind of an animal who hears just whistles.
It doesn't sound like music at all. It sounds like if you give a kid a recorder and they just kind of go crazy on it.
Right. The way a dog might think of organized sound. It just sounds like a tea kettle or a dump truck.
There's nothing organized about what you are doing.
It sounds like
absolutely nothing.
Like nails on a chalkboard. You gotta go hide behind the love seat, right? Go hide behind the love seat like a dog.
Don't make fun of Kisu.
I'm not making fun of Kisu.
You are. That's her spot.
Well, oh no, then you gotta get another spot? Maybe, listen, all right, I've had enough of this. Thanks so much, Mish. I really appreciate the call.
You're not welcome. Fuck you.
Okay. 872-205-9484. 872-205-9484. Bodhi Latifa, 10 bits, blessings and namaste, Bodhi. Great to see you, by the way. Yahoo Serious with yet another update on, regarding the Clifford the Big Red Dog situation.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as DOESN. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Sirius 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 Clifford the Big Red Dog is actively chasing the Wiener Mobile. The Terror Hound thinks the Bunt Hot Dog Hot Rod is a real sausage. We are hoping the simulated Frankfurter on wheels can lead the dog towards the dam and trap him. Use fireworks and smelly food. Hot radioactive dog piss is melting the highway all the way out of town. As he departs, his first ketchup blow is hopefully the end of the beast's reign over town. Repeat. Cheer 400 Clifford the Big Red Dog is actively chasing the Wiener Mobile. The Terror Hound thinks the Bunt Hot Dog Hot Rod is a real sausage. We are hoping the simulated Frankfurter on wheels can lead the dog towards the dam and trap him. Use fireworks and smelly food. Hot radioactive dog piss is melting the highway all the way out of town. As he departs, his first ketchup blow is hopefully the end of the beast's reign over town. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you're looking for the sort of skeleton key to unlock the Yahoo Serious 444 Clifford the Big Red Dog updates, you only need to remember that Clifford the Big Red Dog is a metaphor for his penis. Imagine Yahoo Serious saying, my penis, every time he says Clifford the Big Red Dog. Just imagine the word, my penis.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Serious 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 Clifford the Big Red Dog has grown to the size of a building. His shits are tanker truck trailer sized, glowing and melting the ground after dropping from the mutated dog. The rabid red hound is consuming everything in its path. The military is planning on using a nuclear weapon to stop the mad pooch. Evacuate the town to 50 miles. Repeat, cheer 400 Clifford the Big Red Dog has grown to the size of a building. His shits are tanker truck trailer sized, glowing and melting the ground after dropping from the mutated dog. The rabid red hound is consuming everything in its path. The military is planning on using a nuclear weapon to stop the mad pooch. Evacuate the town to 50 miles. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Namaste, Yahoo Serious bringing us to, and Yahoo Serious was so motivated with such urgent updates regarding Clifford the Big Red Dog. It is ruining this call situation. And we just had somebody wait on hold for 2 minutes, finally getting through and then hanging up. And you know what? I'm glad. Not only are we being taken to task by Yahoo Serious's enthusiasm for Clifford the Big Red Dog, it is showing the true colors behind these callers. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I could call you tonight?
Hey Leslie, this is Coop.
There's something
Coop,
very
we got a quick
gay
quote
about the internet, isn't there?
100%. And I was very right when I said that. Cougar Pie, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
You're fine. I'm also, I'm feeling energized yet also fine right now.
Yeah.
I feel present, I guess, good or bad.
Yeah, I've definitely been worse, so I'm not really going to be complaining over how I am right now.
Right. And so not too much pain, not too much inconvenience.
Yeah. It's been oh my god, it's been terrible lately, but
really,
I've had like 2 good days, and so hell yeah.
2 good days. Well, listen, that's nothing to sneeze at. Namaste to you for those 2 days.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, Cougar Pie. Now, hey, tonight's theme, and I'd love to get you. You're a bright one. You're a whippersnapper. You're a firecracker. I always love your perspective. And tonight is a meaty one, in my opinion. The program doesn't work. Talk to me, Cougar Pie. How has this program, and you can be honest with me, how has this program let you down? And you know what? Hold that thought. We have a psychic emergency. We have a psychic emergency from Yahoo Serious 444.
No, Clifford, no! No, Clifford!
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Serious 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 Clifford the Big Red Dog has climbed the mountain next to town. We expect the crazed beast to howl towards the rising full moon. If you are not wearing protection, you will suffer permanent hearing loss. Nuking the dog has been postponed due to risk of civilian casualties. The town mayor is reaching out to John Hammond from Jurassic Park about renting a dinosaur to fight the dog. Voting amongst the town will soon begin to choose which dinosaur the town will select to be its champion. Repeat, cheer 400 Clifford the Big Red Dog has climbed the mountain next to town. We expect the crazed beast to howl towards the rising full moon. If you are not wearing protection, you will suffer permanent hearing loss. Nuking the dog has been postponed due to risk of civilian casualties. The town mayor is reaching out to John Hammond from Jurassic Park about renting a dinosaur to fight the dog. Voting amongst the town will soon begin to choose which dinosaur the town will select to be its champion. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Namaste. Namaste, Yahoo Serious 44. Again, I genuinely appreciate the updates.
My own personal 9/11.
Go ahead, Kook. What was that?
Oh, I said all these damn psych alerts makes me feel like I'm in my own personal 9/11.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You mean that fateful day in American history where 3,000 innocent lives were taken from us?
Yes.
And that and all of that happening to one person for you.
It's imagine what I must be going through. But fuck the firefighters who are now dying from popcorn lung from, putting out this burning building.
And we've got another psychic emergency from Yahoo Serious 444. Please, I want to hear more about fuck the firefighters, because that is brave, Kook. That is brave.
This is the Psychic Emergency
Genuinely.
National Alert System, also known as PNAS.
Everyone always talking about how thankful they are for firefighters.
Cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Sirius 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 Clifford, the big red dog lines. Using a nuclear weapon on the dog only caused a short hibernation. The blast did separate the psychic connection between the hound and Emily. After counting the votes, a Tyrannosaurus Rex has been selected to challenge the Monster Month. We expect once the pup wakes there will be terror. Repeat, cheer 400 Clifford, the big red dog lives. Using a nuclear weapon on the dog only caused a short hibernation. The blast did separate the psychic connection between the hound and Emily. After counting the votes, a Tyrannosaurus Rex has been selected to challenge the Monster Month. We expect once the pup wakes there will be terror. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
So a lot of firefighters end up being firebugs because their egos are so big that they have to feel like even bigger heroes and cause crimes so they can be like caught saving everybody, and it's fucked up.
Wow.
And I can't unknow that.
Now that is something that doesn't get reported very often, huh?
Yeah.
All we ever hear about is
a reason for that.
the sacrifice and the gift of our brave first responders. But the flip side of that coin is the pathology of these people is actually a lot more sick and demented than any of us would like to believe.
Like, oh, I feel so bad for you. You have to hang out with your bros and play pool all day. Until a single mother accidentally lights her stove on fire, trying to cook for her baby.
Speaking of which, speaking of disaster, we've got Yahoo Serious 444 with yet another metaphor for his penis through a story about Clifford the Big Red Dog. Let's listen up.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Sirius 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 Clifford, the big red dog is missing. The military mistook his size for ease of keeping track of the pooch. The town police chief, Frank Quimby, is requesting the assistance of Inspector Gadget to utilize his Go-Go Gadget radar and Go-Go Gadget copter to track the beast's location. Once the Ruby Rabbit pooch is located, Inspector Gadget will Go-Go Gadget mobile the Tyrannosaurus Rex into battle. Repeat, cheer 400 Clifford, the big red dog is missing. The military mistook his size for ease of keeping track of the pooch. The town police chief, Frank Quimby, is requesting the assistance of Inspector Gadget to utilize his Go-Go Gadget radar and Go-Go Gadget copter to track the beast's location. Once the Ruby Rabbit pooch is located, Inspector Gadget will Go-Go Gadget mobile the Tyrannosaurus Rex into battle. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Namaste. Thank you so much.
What I can say about firefighters is that they are not cops, and that's a compliment.
Okay, gotcha. So in terms of first responders to hate, cops first, firefighters close second.
Yeah.
Where do we put paramedics then?
Oh, I love the paramedics.
Okay.
They can do no wrong. I fucking love EMS.
They get paid so little to do what they do.
They do, and they're the ones that have to give Narcans to like addicts who wake up pissed that they weren't allowed to die. I respect that.
I know they're in the trenches.
Some piece of shit's life, and then they're all shaking and stuff, and they're mad at you. They wake up pissed at you because you Narcaned them.
I've heard, yeah. I mean, there are countless stories like that. Usually, they were providing, and on some level, I can't completely blame them, right? Because they're about to, you know, shuffle off the mortal coil finally to experience rest for maybe the first time of their conscious lives. Then to have some dickhead who gets paid $15 an hour give himself a pat on the back for bringing him back to his shit life.
Then they should have done it in private.
That's, I mean, that level of organization we do teach at the YMCA through the program. You know, if you're gonna do it, if you really do want to take your own life, make sure you do it in private, alone. Another psychic emergency from Yahoo Serious. Thank you so much, Yahoo.
Is being drawn towards the high school football field for the battle against the town's champion Tyrannosaurus Rex. Inspector Gadget has the dog in tow chasing his Go-Go Gadget mobile. The T-Rex has been outfitted with weapons to become a real Dino Rider. Rick from the car wash has been selected to mount the T-Rex into battle. We are asking the town to stockpile batteries. We may need them for weapons or to survive the aftermath of the major battle. Repeat. Cheer 400 Clifford the Big Red Dog is being drawn towards the high school football field for the battle against the town's champion Tyrannosaurus Rex. Inspector Gadget has the dog in tow chasing his Go-Go Gadget mobile. The T-Rex has been outfitted with weapons to become a real Dino Rider. Rick from the car wash has been selected to mount the T-Rex into battle. We are asking the town to stockpile batteries. We may need them for weapons or to survive the aftermath of the major battle. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
I'm legit happy that Clifford is not a real thing because we'd have to fucking hear about it every year for the entire rest of my life.
Yeah, right. You know, I think it's a good thing that somebody just made him up.
Yeah.
Thank God. I think about that all the time. Thank God, you know, Jurassic Park isn't real. If we had real dinosaurs out and about, that would be shit. Most things that are made up, I think, wow, thank God that's not real.
Yeah. Avatar Land.
Yep.
What else is like mostly fake? The Romance on the Titanic.
Stephen King's The Stand.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert
That one
System,
might have been
also
cool, I
known
don't
as
know.
TNAS.
Langoliers.
We've interrupted this broadcast.
Did you
in
ever see that
cooperation with
movie?
Explorer Yahoo
Oh, yeah.
Serious 444
Yeah,
to issue a psychic
it is
emergency.
probably one of the
Cheer
most terrible
400
Stephen
Clifford,
King
the
movies
Big Red
ever, but it has
Dog,
a
still
charm
runs
to it.
rampant
And it has
amongst the town.
Balky from Perfect
The
Strangers.
violent Red Rabbit
Well, we have a
Hound
psychic
has
emergency
shifted
from
into
Yahoo
the area
Serious,
to mark
and
his
this one's
territory.
important.
The Army has recruited efforts of Wayne Zelinsky to shrink the dog as he did to his children in 1989. The plan is to equip the shrink ray to the Go-Go Gadget mobile with help from Inspector Gadget. If the Tyrannosaurus loses the battle against the dog, please use the tunnels. Repeat. Cheer 400 Clifford the Big Red Dog still runs rampant amongst the town. The violent Red Rabbit Hound has shit and pissed the area to mark his territory. The Army has recruited efforts of Wayne Zelinsky to shrink the dog as he did to his children in 1989. The plan is to equip the shrink ray to the Go-Go Gadget mobile with help from Inspector Gadget. If the Tyrannosaurus loses the battle against the dog, please use the tunnels. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
This is where you really start to see the autistic colors underneath Yahoo Serious's mind. Namaste to you. So guys,
You know what's good for them? Like they're doing this instead of acting out in a less socially acceptable way. So I support it. They should do more psychic alerts, honestly.
You know what? I just put up a poll about first responders, and the chat is with you.
I know. I'm always right.
First responders are pieces of shit.
Yeah, pieces of shit.
So listen, if you have a firefighter, a paramedic, or a cop in your life, make sure that they know that Leslie Tanner and his followers in the explorations community think that they are a piece of shit. Let them know.
Respect them to their face, yeah. And through written message.
Namaste. Yahoo Serious 444. I can't thank you enough for all these updates, though. Namaste to you. Now, Cougar Pie, we've barely scratched the surface. How has the program let you personally down?
Well, it certainly hasn't untwisted my spine.
No, sure it hasn't.
If that's what you're asking.
That is
like, good one, Leslie. Thank you. Thanks.
so you got like a slithering little snake of a spine, you know, and it brings you untold misery and pain for your entire life.
Yeah.
And
it's only getting worse.
And it's only getting worse. The program hasn't done a goddamn thing for it.
In fact, it's gotten worse since I've started watching the program, and I don't think that's a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences.
Now that's interesting. You don't believe in coincidences.
No.
Things happen for a reason. There's cause and effect, even if we can't see it immediately. And your spider sense is telling you that this program, Personal Power Program, has made your fucked up little back even more fucked up and painful.
Yes.
And why is that?
And why has it? I don't know.
Or how?
I'm guessing like some kind of witchcraft or like some kind of generational curse, or maybe like karma from bad things that I've done, and you're somehow an avenging angel that's caused it. I don't know. No one can prove to me that you're not. Checkmate, atheist.
So okay. Now that's now. Have you gone back to your faith in organized religion since the beginning of the program?
I don't really have that much faith in organized religion because the people I know that are like really into it are either crazy or naive to a point where I worry for their safety daily. Like my crazy friend that is constantly talking about angel numbers, and I'm like, please God, just because you saw 3 sevens on the side of a building doesn't mean good things are happening, please.
Real quick, we've got a guided meditation going for Brother Yahoo Serious. This is open-ended, so this is just off the dome. Guided meditation for Yahoo Serious. Namaste. Please hold. Paddling the canoe down the river of time, we see the trees, the brush, the deers grazing and sipping water on the shore. As we continue down the river of time, we watch our hands become wrinkly, our bones more frail. We get towards what seems like the end. A waterfall. There's a family there. The family is waving to us. You pick up your hand to wave, and it sort of crumbles and disintegrates. You look towards the family, they start crying. They think you're disgusting. You can't remember who or what you are, but you know that this is it, and you're thankful. Then you snap to, a paramedic brings you back into a fucking stupid suburban household, and you were overdosing on meth, and now you're back with your shitty ass life. You're 22 years old in a failing, in a failing country, failing county, state, every level. Nothing is coming. Poor, I just found out that I'm a first responder. Sorry, everybody.
Sorry.
Do you take that? Do you take that one? Do you take that? Do you take that apology? Do you accept it?
I mean, I really like him, so he can apologize for nearly anything, and I'm accepting it. I'll
He's a
accept
sweetheart.
it for other people too.
Yeah, maybe you should be like a spokesperson for first responders, because he's got such a.
If you want to do a crime for, I'll go up and apologize for you. Whatever it was, probably you deserved it.
He's got such an easy charm. Real quick, we've got a psychic emergency from Brother Yahoo.
To issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 Clifford the big red dog has had an adverse reaction to the shrink ray. The ray has only shrunk Emily. The radioactive blood-colored
What does the
beast is no longer
Wienermobile
under
do?
psychic control. Clifford now
I
has
think
knowledge
this
of
was
the
a
earlier
Wienermobile
betrayal of the
do.
Wienermobile and is out for revenge against the town. This dog knows dogs, and that dog was not a dog. Repeat. Cheer 400 Clifford the big red dog has had an adverse reaction to the shrink ray. The ray has only shrunk Emily. The radioactive blood-colored beast is no longer under psychic control. Clifford now has knowledge of the earlier betrayal of the Wienermobile and is out for revenge against the town.
Wow.
This dog knows dogs, and that dog was not a dog. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Wow. It is amazing. The level of detail that is in these psychic emergencies are a gift, right?
They're a blessing and a curse. My friend says she's spiritual, and then when she tries to tell me about angel numbers, and she's like, they guide me to do positive things. And then I said, well, why did you suck that bad guy's dick? And she's like, I ignore them. She literally said, I ignore the numbers.
Wait, say, I thought I understood what you were saying, but now I don't. Say that one more time.
She says she sees angel numbers that like tell her good blessings and give her like positive affirmations for the future. And I said, well, why did you suck that mean guy's dick? And she said that she ignores the numbers.
She ignored the numbers?
Yes.
Oh man, so the numbers were telling her not to suck that dick, and then...
Yeah, and she did it anyway.
Is this that friend that you're trying to get to call in?
Yes. We're going on a trip to Disney soon, and I think I'm gonna make her call in as like part of the like a stipulation that she has to do that in order to come on this trip.
Please,
because she's
please.
already being a problem.
Please. Manipulate her into calling. And then once we establish a relationship, she'll be like, oh, this guy's nice. This guy cares. And really, I assume that's all we'll need for her to at least like have a good taste in her mental mouth about the program.
You're thin enough that I'm afraid that she'll immediately latch on and it'll become an issue like right away.
That sounds wonderful. I served that role with so many people.
You're very trim. You're very trim now, Leslie, and like she's gonna be totally into that. I'm honestly like medium worried.
She's into thin guys.
Oh my, yes. Yeah.
Like, what kind of thin? Like, emaciated thin? Like, does she like him sick?
She emaciated up until about normal. Anything in that range, she likes.
Okay.
And it's like someone hits chubby, and it's like an automatically like cross out regarding that. And you're like definitely trim.
Right.
I would say you're svelte.
I'm not quite like sick and emaciated looking yet, but
no. And I wouldn't want you to anyway. You're not emaciated, but you're definitely, I would say, trim.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And she would be, that might be enough for her to lock on, and that would make me a little bit worried for you.
Show her some. I'll show her some of the pictures. I can also, you know, if it goes well, maybe I could send her even a headshot if she'll be coming back to the water source of explorations.
I mean, I might give her the P.O. box and see what she sent, because that one guy that she was obsessed with, that was really crazy, and I thought the police were going to get called, so maybe you'll get something good to show on the air.
Ooh, real quick psychic emergency from Yahoo Serious 444.
Psychic emergency. Cheer 400 Clifford the big red dog is gassy after his last feeding. This blood beast's bellows are toxic. Avoid west of the water tower. The T-Rex has been outfitted with Inspector Gadget gear. The Go-Go Gadget arms have outfitted this dinosaur into a formidable contender for battling the Crimson Creature on the football field. Repeat, cheer 400 Clifford the big red dog is gassy after his last feeding. This blood beast's bellows are toxic. Avoid west of the water tower. The T-Rex has been outfitted with Inspector Gadget gear. The Go-Go Gadget arms have outfitted this dinosaur into a formidable contender for battling the Crimson Creature on the football field. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Real quick from Laser Focus says turn off the penis, which I think Laser Focus means turn off the penis. And real quick, let me clear this up. Ladies and gentlemen of Explorations, if you think it is more likely that I will turn off the penis than you closing the tab that this stream is on, it's time to open up those eyes. I'm never going to do that. You will leave. This stream will be down to one person. It'll be me and Yahoo Serious 444 lobbing a series of beautiful penis updates before I turn anything off. Namaste. It's going to let you know how that's going to go.
That last one was kind of word salady though, Yahoo Serious. Like, I don't know if you're like, are you writing that, or does it happen automatically? I don't know, because they're kind of starting to not make sense. But that's okay. Right. That's your creative expression.
No, that's what we're getting into. The sort of a manic, autism, and I don't mean in like a derogatory way. I mean like the imaginative way. But you know, the sort of like detachment from reality that can settle in. especially when somebody's just looking at a screen. And we've got yet another one from Yahoo Serious. Data Pagan, namaste. Good to see you, Data Pagan, over at YouTube. How are you?
This is the Psychic Emergency
Tanzini
National
and
Alert
Napunja,
System,
namaste
also
as well
known as
to you.
PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Sirius 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 Clifford, the big red dog, and Emily have regained their full strength. Do not trust the sad eyes of this monster. Clifford will swallow you whole. The ice arena is irradiated. The area is no longer safe. The town's Tyrannosaurus Rex Challenger has guns and 2 missiles per arm. Inspector Gadget has used his Go-Go Gadget screwdriver with Wayne Zelinsky to supersize A. Repeat, Cheer 400 Clifford, the big red dog, and Emily have regained their full strength. Do not trust the sad eyes of this monster. Clifford will swallow you whole. The ice arena is irradiated. The area is no longer safe. The town's Tyrannosaurus Rex Challenger has guns and 2 missiles per arm. Inspector Gadget has used his Go-Go Gadget screwdriver with Wayne Zelinsky to supersize a. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
I just want to state that when I say autistic, I am meaning it in a derogatory way, in case anybody thought anything otherwise.
For sure. And you mean all the negative qualities that could possibly be meant by, communicated with that.
And many of my dear loved ones are autistic too, and I stand behind my point.
Beautiful. Well, listen, namaste to you. I appreciate you letting, and guys, if we're going to take one thing from this 25-minute call, let it be that the program has not only failed to cure debilitating scoliosis, but has actually even possibly made it worse for old Cougar Pie here.
And my mood.
And your mood's worse.
Yes, and my mood is worse.
Well, namaste. Thank you for sharing tonight for The Program Doesn't Work. Namaste to you, Kook.
Thanks, Leslie. Bye-bye.
Namaste. The line is open. One of you people that keep calling in over and over again can now do it again. Real quick communal vision coming in from Framweyard. Pooper Corn Patty. Pooper Corn, a little quick play on Peppercorn Patty's username, of course, is Peppercorn Patty, not Pooper Corn Patty. So Fram sort of flipping the script tonight, taking the pep and turning it into poops, then Pooper Corn Patty. Namaste to you. And I think, just the other night, that we were riffing on Peppercorn Patty's username and got to Pooper Crap Pap Smear. And then I just started calling her Pap Smear.
Wait, Pooper Crap Pap Smear?
Yep. Our contingent in New Orleans is growing. Namaste to Data Pagan. Our contingent of New Orleans explorers is growing yet. Namaste.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Namaste.
Poopercorn crap smear. Craps is more like and that was another part of the joke that we got to the other night. That it's like a crap smear because after they pull the thing out, it's got poop on it.
I really have to tell my mama this one.
It's got, they pull the pap smear thing out of her pussy and it's got poop on it. Namaste, Jenny. Great to have you on board. Welcome back to Explorations. How you doing tonight?
No. What are you doing on here?
We're doing The Program Doesn't Work tonight, Jenny.
How the program works. Guess what?
What?
I got a story.
Talk to me.
I care about you, but regardless of that, my boss, he came out here and cleaned off my car while I slept like a zombie. I thought no, not like a zombie. An Egyptian. And I slept like that, and he looked at my windows and he's like, "Put on your black."
And you have been terminated. Namaste. 872-205-9484. Tonight we're getting into The Program Doesn't Work. And some of you might even consider, the tools that I provide you has allowed someone like Yahoo Serious to dominate the stream. Maybe that's a reason to think that it doesn't work. quick communal vision. What do we think of poopy on weenie for cheen? So instead of pepper and cheenie, maybe poopy on weenie. Like somebody butt fucked an ass that had poop in it, and it's got poop on his weenie. I don't think that's bad. I think that's really, it's got legs. That feels good. That feels good, Peppercorn. Namaste. Jenny, so Jenny calling back. You were terminated by Yahoo Serious, but you're not taking that laying down.
By him?
Yahoo Serious 444.
Who the hell is that?
A very prominent explorer in general, but especially tonight. Mother Nipplebottom gifting a sub to Yahoo, who was not subscribed. Who was not subscribed.
Don't do that.
Namaste. Mother Nipplebottom calling Yahoo Serious 444 out after Yahoo Serious told Mother Nipplebottom to, quote, eat shit in the chat just now. Namaste. So the program doesn't work, Jenny. How is the program let you down?
It's working right now, everybody. This feels good. This feels really good.
Right. Now, how is the program, Jenny, let's get serious. How is the program let you down?
Let me down? When the frig do you think that happened?
Jenny, let's not play games. You've said it before on several calls. You were disappointed in what you thought I should be doing and what the program offered. It failed to protect you from something you felt it should have protected you from, etc., etc.
That's false. That's false. I was telling lies. What do you want me to say? You mean when Daddy left? You mean when I was in the hotel and that homeless man wanted to fuck me? What is it? You mean when I was sitting in my bedroom, I literally had to be in a bunk bed? I'm a grown woman. No, I think that everything's perfect. It's all worked out perfectly, and I will keep my hymn, and I will wake up after 2 weeks and sing 80 songs. So what? The program has always worked for me, Les. What's your question?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of highlight a certain aspect of what you just shared. Now, we've all been kept abreast of the updates of your personal life, Jenny, and it's interesting that you would consider them to be all working out. So is that your final stance, that everything is all working out?
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I feel like, like I was asleep, and then I saw your face, and I was like, oh, I have to visit the program. Everything's been looking pretty good with how he's fucked up my fucking entire fucking life.
OMG, Explorer, Fortune 500 consultant, the program doesn't work. Namaste. Namaste, guys.
It doesn't work with the shit. I gotta say, guys, you're gonna hurt more than you've ever hurt in your life.
And then that is an example of the program not working, huh?
I mean, it literally is the words that I said. I feel like. And then he'll question you and say, oh, so it's not working? You're like, I chose to use the word no once. And he's like, ooh, so now it's not working. It's,
quick communal vision from Yahoo Serious. Jen is the question and answer about why there's lobster in the back of the dollar store.
I love lobster. Whoa. That's trying to, no. Everybody knows I love lobster. Everybody, you need to run as fast as you can.
Where we are. Hey, Jenny, what do you usually think about while you're blowing homeless guys?
Crap ass. Well, guys, just run and don't look back, okay? Don't tell him anything. Like, just don't tell Leslie where you're going also, because he will find you. He's creepy as fuck. He will do it. Keep running. Don't, and also, Dan, never tell him your name. Never tell him your name.
He just follows. It follows. He's literally the fucking horror movie. I'm sorry, I don't mean to curse. I didn't mean to curse. I'm not a pig. I'm not a pig.
Did I make a trigger for this? 1 second.
No, I love you, Rose. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, yeah.
Are you crying?
Throwing up a little bit. Just kidding. I'm not even throwing up.
Jenny, so listen, do you blame me for the passing of your father?
I said that I'm sorry.
Do you think it's my fault?
What?
Do you think it's my fault that your father died? And that you keep having to go to the hospital? And that you have an autoimmune thing?
Oh, you definitely didn't kill my dad. Oh boy, I've been watching. I've been waiting to get mad at you about that. I wished you killed my father so I could fucking slaughter you. And then maybe the pain would get better. But it wasn't you.
Right.
But it wasn't
That's
you.
sort of being able to take vengeance against something other than just the plain, apathy of the universe might give like a meaning to your pain and suffering.
Right. Yeah. And I've got nobody to kill, and that's okay. This program. Oh, Leslie, can you punch me in the head?
If we were physically around each other right now, yes, I would punch you in the head gladly.
And that's why, everybody, you don't know what care is until you are in the program, right? So, like, your friend will straight up, like, punch you right in the head. Just knock you out. So you don't have to think anymore for a little bit. And, Leslie, that's why, hey, you're Stardust. Aren't you?
Namaste.
Stardust.
Well, listen, I've got, this is a perfect...
I've got other things to do. I've got to go.
Okay, bye. Namaste.
Hey, wait.
What?
I have a question now.
You what?
I have a question.
Go ahead, ask away.
Okay. Who's got two thumbs and loves you, bud?
Who is it?
You know it's this gal.
Namaste to you, Jenny. Blessings and namaste to you, sweetheart.
I love you, bud.
I love you too. Namaste. Communal vision from Yahoo Serious. Jen is dollar store hooker.
Wait. No. That's not a phone. The answer is no. The answer is no to that.
Okay.
Now I was having a nice scent away so I could go back to sleep.
Nope, namaste. 872-205-9484. Tonight we're getting into... The program doesn't work? How has the program let you down tonight? Caller, welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I could call you tonight?
You can call me Beep Bop Boop Boop Boop.
Oh, look who it is. It's Beep Bop Boop Boop. Back with another call to Explorations. Great to have you. Real quick, before we get into our call, affirmation for days. Jogging isn't going to be enough. You're going to have to do something else for your overall health and physique and presentation. Light cardio is not going to cut it for you guys in particular. Okay, Beep Bop Boop Boop, welcome on back. How are we doing tonight?
Well, if I have to jog, I'd rather die. And that's kind of a hole in your interpretation. Imagine if.
Well, what are you?
I
What are
could-
you? Are you a dude? Are you a chick? Or are you a they?
I'm somebody who can enter heaven by dying without having to exercise, because
So you're not a they.
I feel exercise is a sin, so that I can be fat and dead and enter into heaven regardless.
Okay, so you're not a they.
I could be an egg. I'm a chicken egg. Wait, what are we talking about?
The program doesn't work. Tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Beep, bop, boop, boop. You're a newer explorer here, and I'd like your perspective on tonight's theme. We are getting into how and why this program has failed you or disappointed you, let you down. How has this program not delivered to you some results that you thought it was going to?
Well, I hate fatties. I can't stand a fatty, but yet I am a fatty myself.
Interesting.
And so,
continue.
And so I have to deprecate. I have to, excuse me, I have to fatulate. Oh.
So you're fat and you hate yourself and other people that look like you?
Well, no, there are thin people who fat and they fart well, and I have to smell them. And if I can't, then I have to die. Oh my God, excuse me. Oh my God, somebody just farted near me. Oh!
All right. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hey, it's Amelia.
Amelia.
Beautiful last call.
Amelia, it's great to have you back in the program. I know, I enjoy his calls. I think they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, I feel like, I've tuned in here and there tonight, and I feel like the vibes have been bad. I feel it goes in line with the theme, but it's unpleasant.
Interesting. Talk to me about that.
I fuck with the Clifford, the big red dog shit, but just the content of the calls, I'm not into, I don't feel like getting into it. I have better things to talk about here, but just not been great vibes.
No, okay. Well, I would be very interested in you because this is a very active night. There's a vibe in general. Now, whether that vibe is positive or negative, it's really up to interpretation. A lot of people in chat right now would probably be pretty split as to whether some people would agree with you, some people would be enjoying it. Now, maybe at some point in this call we can get a little more details about why you don't like this vibe. But I would also like to take you to task, though, Amelia. The program doesn't work. Talk to me, Amelia. Be honest with me. You've been here for a while.
I know that's right. Yeah, I think it certainly does work in certain aspects, and I think we've already talked at great length about those.
Communal vision from Cooper Pie. Sorry for everything, Amelia. Love you always, sis.
Thank you, Cooper Pie. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. But we don't often talk about what doesn't work about it. And I've come in here with a conceit that I had. I thought about it a little bit today after I saw the announcement in Discord. I was like, what should I do? What am I upset with the program about? And I figured it out.
Communal vision from Yahoo Serious 444. Why your computer works so good?
That's a great question. That's because I love it. That's because I treat it well.
Okay.
If you do that, it'll work out better. But what I have to say is I do not have a chaser girlfriend.
Now, listen, I know what you're talking about. Imagine there is a straight, cisgendered, only thinks about gay people on Pride Day, hanging out in chat right now. Explain what you just said to that person.
A chaser is a person who specifically is attracted to / targets / pursues transgender women. I mean, it can also be used for transgender men, but I haven't seen that nearly as much.
Right. Right. Well,
and they are cis themselves.
Right. Right.
This is a requirement to be a chaser.
Communal vision, real quick. Either banana tits or pepperoni nips.
I'm not a fan of either, but at least, I'll take the pepperoni nipples because at least the tits are still there.
Interesting. Okay. Appreciate that. Okay, so the program has let you down in that I have not issued you a chaser girlfriend. That is a cisgendered woman pursuing you.
There's 3 prongs to this. You haven't issued me one. No cisgender women have messaged me from here. And 3, I have not learned any knowledge that will help me gain the perfect chaser girlfriend.
So you're looking to be stalked like prey. In some way.
Only by someone who's hot. Only by someone who I'd like.
Right. So it's got to be a hot woman that sort of is hunting big game, so to speak.
Yeah. I see a question in chat. Can a chaser just out a dress on her cis boyfriend? No, that's not how chasers work. I mean, that would be more maybe forced feminization, which is a different category.
Right. And you've already, one way of thinking about it is no one could force fem you because you've
voluntary femmed. A vol fem cell? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the program has not given you this and also hasn't given you any insider skills to make yourself available, willing, and ready to get scooped up, hunted, stalked, and preyed upon by one of these chasers.
Exactly.
And let's say, how much better would your life be if one of these chasers just came and swept you off your feet? Talk to us about that version of your life.
If we're talking about this is the ideal chaser in my mind, I think it would fix most aspects of my life. If not, we could just say, I'm fixed. The program has worked. It's all entire magic. My life has become good. I am happy. I think love is a very powerful thing, and especially if we're talking about my version of this. Ideally, they'll be a citizen of Europe. Ideally, maybe they could get me a passport there. Maybe they have a job. Maybe they can get me some money. I'll get disability in the Netherlands or some shit, and they'll finance the rest of whatever isn't covered by that. It'd be pretty good. I'd get an affection needs, socialization needs. I wouldn't really need any other friends. I get my sexual needs. It's everything. It's lined up. Done.
Interesting. And just for context, you are still in your room right now, right?
Yeah. Oh, I did get my first disability payment.
Oh, you got your back pay?
No, I just got my regular one for the month.
Oh,
back
okay.
Pay is they have to take out the lawyer's fee first, and that takes a bit.
Right. Okay. Now, when it comes, so you find yourself in a great deal of what you consider to be kind of needless suffering, if only the most effective personal power program in the country would get you well-financed cis, chaser girlfriend.
Yeah, and I've thought about this a lot. Because I've been romantic with a few cis women before. A lot of trans women though, And, you know, I gotta say, you know, I do see, you know, cis validation does hit different. For a cis woman to tell you that you're really, you know, part of the team, you know, that hits different.
Right. It feels like to be included on that level provides a sense of gratification and belonging.
Yeah. You know, like, I don't think it's, like if we're talking philosophically, you know.
Go ahead, speak philosophically about it.
Yeah, like, who needs anyone, right? You know, all you need to know is yourself. You don't need validation from the normative society and all this shit. But, you know, it's a little guilty pleasure, you know? It feels, you know, you know, I don't know.
To feel resonance and belonging, intersubjectively, it feels like a guilty pleasure to you.
It's expected from my fellow trans women, right? I know they accept me, and they'll treat me like a girl.
Right.
But if a cis woman does it, well, that's not as common.
Right. So it's actually worth, it's emotionally, viscerally speaking, it goes a little bit farther.
Yeah, you know, and, you know, maybe we can attribute, you know, let's see, like, neither of the women in my family are kind, and they're bad. Maybe there's some mommy issues there or something.
Oh, sure, yeah. You know, there's always, you know, we can always play, you know, we can always find that. We can always find that for sure. And I'll bet you do have some serious mommy, daddy, whatever problems. You got a fucked up life.
Yeah, really just all issues, really.
Yeah.
The specific labels aren't as relevant.
Now. This feels guilty though. You feel guilty for this, for the trans, the validation from your trans sisters not being enough.
Okay. Wait. Hold on. Well, I guess it's fair to say not.
I did add the word enough, but something in this direction. Go. You feel guilty is what I'm trying to say.
I would say it feels guilty that it feels better. It feels more validating than from my fellow trans women.
Yeah. You know, I think, well, this is important. This is a very important, and this is something I deal with a lot of people who are weird, right? They who are freaks of some kind, others of some kind, and they at some point during our therapeutic sessions, which I am a legally licensed therapist, they will sort of with you know, they'll sort of kind of just very shyly embarrassedly admit that, you know, getting a nod from someone that is considered to be normal does a lot of good for them. It helps them out. It feels good. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, as much as we would like to attribute our problems to mommy-daddy issues, social oppression, etc., and as much as we would like to disavow how good it feels to be included by normal people, and call it guilty pleasures or whatever, this is extraordinarily important and vulnerable that Amelia is sharing with us right now. It doesn't feel good to be a freak. It feels better to be included. And that is that pain, that suffering, that lack. Yeah, does it feel good to be included? Yes. Will it happen? Most likely not. But am I giving you the program with which to tap into a power through that lack, through that misery that you have been dealt by the universe? Yes, indeed. There's a reason that I always say that my freaks have a leg up here. There's a reason that I've always said that. It's because they truly do. To get someone to understand who's led a normal life, to get someone to understand what Amelia has just shared, would take years to get someone to where Amelia is at right now.
I have to say, you know, I think I do agree with a lot of what you said. I do think, for me personally, as long as if I had like one perfect person, the perfect ideal chaser girlfriend. I think I could then buck the rest of greater civilization society in existence. I think I can enter a fully codependent, completely unhealthy, but lifelong beautiful relationship until either we both kill ourselves or get killed by the state in Sica in Venezuela, and I will be happy. I think that's it. That's the end game.
Listen, not only do I believe you, not only do I cherish what you just said, but ladies and gentlemen, you will not find a more poignant illustration of the source of the power of the next level. You will not find a better description than what Amelia just shared. Trans, borderline homeless, life is misery, just got a disability check, feeling pretty good about it, but not that good. And admitting freely, if I could just find that one perfect person, that one perfect chaser girlfriend, it would fix it all. Well, may you never find this chaser girlfriend. Namaste to you. If I meet him, I'll send him along, and we'll see where it goes, though, okay? But probably not.
Okay, thank you, Leslie. I appreciate that. And I do have to, and I'll say, Onion Plug saying, since when is codependency a bad thing? I think this is crazy, right? I think it's crazy that it's been like, you know, I don't know if it's like therapy TikTok or some shit, because I don't use TikTok, but it feels like it'd be downstream from that, where it's like you cannot be dependent on your partner. You have to be these completely independent, siloed off, perfect self-reinforcing beings that's able to be completely like happy and fulfilled without the other. That's lame as fuck. Who the fuck wants to do that? And who the fuck can do that? Fuck that. Get a bitch and just be fucking meld into one. Fuck everything else, man. Love them. Let them love you and then dedicate your fucking whole self-worth, and then you feel like you're a part of a greater whole. You're not just yourself. And that, what else are we looking for as humans except to feel in that greater whole? But it doesn't have to be society. It doesn't have to be the mob at large, because God fucking knows what they want. But you find the one person who you do trust, who is based, is red-pilled, and you get with them, and you two together become reinforcing fucking beacons of heaven on earth. And that is it.
Namaste. Namaste, Amelia.
Namaste.
All right, time for me to piss, everybody. I got to take a little quick pee break. Halfway through pee break time, Communal Vision, Cougar Pie. Cougar Pie says, Amelia, I love being a mommy wife to my autistic partner. Haha. Namaste, Cougar Pie. Thank you so much for that Communal Vision. We've got women connecting to other women through explorations with Leslie Tanner, and another, instance of why I consider this to be the most feminist stream on Twitch.tv. I will go toe-to-toe with Extra Emily, with Pokimane, with Valkyrie, with any of those other assholes. I'll go toe-to-toe. This is the most feminist stream on the entire platform. All respect to those very hardworking, successful women of vague ethnicity. Namaste to all of them. I would love to work with them personally, one-on-one, Lord knows. But in terms of feminist credentials, I'd love to go head-to-head and see where it goes, because I'll bet Explorations comes up on top. This is more effective for women, period. End of sentence. Namaste, guys. I gotta take a quick pee. We'll be right back with the second half of Explorations, exploring the program doesn't work. How has the program let you down? More on that in just a moment. Namaste, everyone.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning of starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched Explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched Explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, listen, I know your time is precious, let me cut to the chase. But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light
on patreon.com.
where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials now available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. Exclusive archival prints such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Namaste, everybody. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country. It's great to be with you. As always, tonight we are exploring the program doesn't work, and we're going to take a couple more callers. I can feel my tummy rumbling, so I'm not going to push it too hard. Still a little sick. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back with Infatuations with Leslie Tanner. So if you're waiting on an opportunity to jump onto our signature competitive dating game show in which members of the chat will log on over on the Discord server and they will go head to head in a 3-minute long simulated date. Who among you will be the best at being on said dates? Who among you will walk out as the victor for the evening and will be receiving a piece of physical Leslie Tanner merch in the mail? Namaste. Amelia, maybe feeling like doing it, maybe don't. Well, come on, hey, Amelia, you just log on to that that VTuber thing. You know, you just kind of use that thing, huh? You can. It's fun. Namaste. Namaste to you guys, though. It's wonderful. Is this serious? Great to see you. Thank you for saying such tremendously generous things. Namaste to you, Zisirse. Blessings and namaste. We did. We had somebody editing clips for us for a while. For a while we did. But you know, that's the thing with basically we have to be very careful with how we use our resources here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner. We're working on some big stuff behind the scenes. Sincere some big stuff that's really going to set the Explorations even further apart as the most effective personal power program. And we had to take resources away from doing those clips and whatnot. And but you know, maybe in the future again we'll return to it. Namaste. Let's see here. Blessings and namaste, guys. Let's get a couple more calls in. Like I said, my tummy and my head are coming are doing a little rumble. So let's just take a couple more calls and then get out of here. And then we'll go raid you-know-who, Brother Craigulators, running a bunker tonight. Can't wait to raid into that. I love that show. 872-205-9484, everybody. 872-205-9484. Blessings. Let's do it. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I could call you tonight?
Nigel.
Nigel, it's great to hear from you, Nigel. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing, Mr. Tanner?
Oh, I'm on cloud nine. I'm having a great night tonight. A little under the weather, to be honest, but you know, I'm not letting it hold me back too far. We're going to take a couple callers tonight before moving on. But listen, it's been a while since we've heard from you. You're doing okay?
Oh yeah, yep. Doing just fine.
Namaste.
I quit nicotine. I was vaping off and on last year, and I was on the patches for a little bit, and it's been about 2 months. No patches, no nothing. And so I know the topic tonight is about how the program doesn't work.
That's correct. Yes.
But it seems to be working for me.
Interesting. So the program, when you really reach back into your heart and mind, there is simply not a single instance of the program letting you down. And we have been raided by Stab Comedy. Namaste, Raiders. Welcome on in, guys. This is Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Tonight we're speaking to Nigel on the phone right now, and we are exploring how has the program let you down? How has it disappointed you? How is it not what you thought it would be? The program doesn't work tonight on Explorations, and we're speaking to Nigel. Nigel, go ahead, speak again.
So my call. It's a bit contradictory to what the title of the show is. You know that there's certainly been instances where I'm confused about the program. I don't know how to apply it with my life, and you know, one week it seems to be going in this direction, and the next week it's the other. But so is life, and it's definitely been a ride. I think I've been with the program for about a year, and I hope to be here for another year to come.
Well, listen, I love to hear that. Lord knows I love to hear these testimonials, exactly how this program has affected people's lives, and to hear a direct story from Nigel. And Nigel, you're not one to mince words, right? You say what's on your mind, say what's on your heart, even when it ruffles some feathers, as we know. And I admire that. I admire the strength it takes to be able to do that.
Oh, thank you, Leslie. I appreciate that.
Strong sense of self, something that's missing in far too many, people these days.
Yep.
What does that make you think? What does that make you think?
You know, I've called up before about my problems with society, and just how, especially being on the road. You know, a lot of people mention people show their true selves when you're drinking with them. And, they kind of like reveal their cards. But I would argue hopping on the road and getting behind the wheel with your neighbor kind of shows, because it's kind of like being behind a computer screen. So you're behind like 2,000 pounds of steel. So you're kind of like doing stuff that normally you wouldn't do if you're like face to face with a person. So I'm kind of going on a tangent, aren't I? But
I hear you.
People act like assholes on the road, and there was, one guy today. I pulled out, and there was nobody coming. All of a sudden, this guy flies up on my ass and comes around me, cuts me off, slams on his brakes ahead of me, and he's all on his horn and yelling out the window obscenities, and I'm on the clock in the company vehicle, and
Communal Vision from Framley Yard. Hi, Nigel. Long time no see. Speaking of your problems with society, I'm still so curious about your perspective on the Holocaust. I'd love to hear what really happened there. Namaste.
Fram, yes, it's been a while. I've taken a break. I've visited with the creators. I've seen the ebb and the flow and the great ice wall. And I've returned 2 days after Christmas, a new man. And Fran, I have a video in the works for you about heirloom, how do you say it? Botany. And well, that the Holocaust just, in my opinion, it never happened the way they said it did. The Germans pushed the Jews out of Germany. They never gave the order to execute them. And those the death camps, quote death camps, were just holding facilities. Zyklon B wasn't for exterminating people. That was an insecticide. When the Allies came in and bombed all the major railroads and stuff, and all the ports in Germany, they couldn't get supplies to these camps anymore. So all the people in the camps began starving to death, and the Allies knew about this. They created the problem, and that's the reason a lot of people died in those camps from starvation and what have you. It was actually the Allies' fault. But that's neither here nor there, Fran. That's my opinion. I think the Germans were kind of the boogeyman of the 20th century and given a bad rap. And you should ask yourself not what the Germans did to the Jews, but what the Jews did to the Germans. Maybe research the Weimar Republic before Hitler came into power. What made Hitler come into power? Where were the Germans at? I'm sorry. There I go on a tangent again.
Well, listen, no, I mean, this is a place, we got a quick communal vision from Cooker Pie before I give my 2 cents. Why did they need camps at all, says Cooker Pie? Well, before we go any further down this road, I want to interject some Leslie perspective in what's going on right now, because like I said at the beginning of the call, one thing that, it's important to point out about dissenting opinions, that it takes a significant sense of self to be able to withstand the dissonance, to ruffle the feathers, to say things that people don't necessarily like all the time. And that is a quality that is, is present right now in Nigel. Namaste to you, Nigel. But let me see. One thing more specifically that I wanted to drill down on with you, not necessarily having to do with Jews or the Holocaust, because as we should just do a Jew night. We should do a Holocaust night or something like that. I don't know if that could be on Twitch. We're going to devote that time, that much time, energy, and focus to that on Twitch, because the Twitch is such a, what it's like on here, right?
Oh, totally. And for those listening who are more left-leaning or what have you, they tend to put race and sexual, all types of politics under the microscope.
Listen,
for what it's worth, I'm not a virtue.
As a jazz fan, I hear you. I hear you.
My wife is, she happens to be of the Jewish faith, and her ancestors are from the sub-Saharan Africa continent. For what it's worth, just throwing it out there. But I could care less about that shit. It doesn't mean anything to me.
Well, I would like to. One thing that you were on a little bit of you had some momentum on. Was you were driving in the company car and you're getting some swear words.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this guy was calling me all types of names and stuff.
What kind of names? What kind of names? I'm interested in that.
Pussy, because I didn't want to roll down. He pulled we got up to the next red light. We were going through a 35 as a school zone, and he's flying all around, yelling, acting crazy, and we get to the next stoplight, and he comes up next to me, and he's trying to get me yelling at me, and just like, oh man, I'm on the fucking clock, leave me alone. And but I rolled down the window to entertain him, and he's like, you never stopped at that stop sign back there. And I'm like, sir, I I did. I stopped at the stop sign and oh my gosh, yeah, he's just going off.
Insane. Unhinged.
Unhinged. And
Unhinged.
you know, he's speeding through a school zone and cutting me off and stuff and acting a fool. And I didn't even see him. Like when I pulled out, the road was clear, no cars coming, and I don't know. People are nuts.
I know. Listen. They are, and you know that's. It's largely, you know, my opinion as a therapist, as a spiritual guide here on Explorations. I see, you know, this, you know, is it unpleasant? Yes. But is it a largely untapped source of immeasurable mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual power? I would argue that it is, Nigel. You know, it's not pleasant to be on the other side of it, but to deny its power is a child's exercise. I've always said this. There's a criticism I have of many therapists that, you know, they got to come in and, you know, I had a colleague that was like, you know, I had to kick a schizophrenic guy out because he was using swear words with me. And I was like, what did you do? You kicked a schizophrenic guy out because he was having swear words at you? What the fuck else? What do you think he does? What do you think schizophrenia is? And I was like, not only was he not treated, but also not given the tools. And I love working with schizophrenics. I love giving them the tools of Explorations because they know exactly what to do.
I see.
Yeah. So listen, I mean, here I am on my tangent. Here I am on my on my soapbox.
Oh, Leslie, I love when you speak. It's a thank you.
Of course.
I will take that and apply it to my life.
Absolutely. Listen, Nigel, listen, I know our roads, our paths, our life sojourn can sometimes lead, you know, away from or back to Explorations. I just want you to know whenever you have the time to call, I genuinely appreciate it.
No, I love that, Leslie. Thank you for making me feel so welcome and accepted. I'm outside because everyone's asleep, and I'm beginning to get cold.
Yeah, get on inside. Get on inside. We'll talk again soon, okay?
Okay. Love you. And
love you too. Namaste.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Namaste, Nigel. Talk to you soon. Wow. The program is working. Yeah, I don't know. I see some sentiment in chat that's just even while the program is not working, the program is working so much better than you could possibly imagine. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey there, Leslie. You can call me Dipshit.
Dipshit, welcome back to the program. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well, my friend Guru. It's good to hear from you, and I'm hoping you're doing well, my friend.
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. You're going to be our final caller for the night. We're wrapping up.
Boy.
Yeah, we're wrapping up a really beautiful stream tonight. We're going to be raiding on over to The Bunker by producer, moderator, prominent explorer. It's run by Craigulators. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But before we do that, I'm so glad you called up, Dipshit, because tonight we're exploring, as you may have seen, we're exploring The Program Doesn't Work.
Oh, I've heard The Program Doesn't Work. The entire night, my friend. I've been watching, I've been waiting to call in here. All these folks calling in. And, well, you know what? Unfortunately, I got to tell you, Guru, you started with a premise I didn't think I was going to agree with. But after all these calls tonight, good gosh, God almighty, we might need to double down, Guru. Because the program is good, but these folks are lost, these callers tonight.
Talk to me. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
they're talking about a bunch of touts. They're all a bunch of weirdos, gooning, and they all have the same voice. By the way, they all have podcast voice. You know, so they all have podcasts.
Hey, it's me. I'm calling in about that thing.
Yeah, they all have podcast voice. Like they tell me about like how oil derricks are ruining the sea shelf or some shit. Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? They're good.
Yeah. So and this meekness, this lostness, and this is, in your opinion, dipshit, is this an example of the program not working?
No, I think the program is reaching out to people who really need it to work for them. You know? But maybe they're just not spending enough time. And I'm glad that they're calling in and they're figuring it out. You know, they're calling in. And these are repeat callers. So these are people that are just like really trying to get what the program's trying to give them. Now, me, myself, I've embraced the program, Guru. I'm out there just not letting people get in my way.
Tell me about that. So how are you not letting people get in your way?
Well, you know, first of all, it's winter time here in the USA. I'm in the western coast myself.
Right.
Well, currently. Sometimes, you know, Vietnam. Sometimes places in sub-Saharan Africa. But
sure,
I'm in the western coast right now, and it's coldish, but it's not that cold. And so, as part of the coldish, not that cold part of being over here, I'm doing what I usually do. I'm selling bunk flu medicine to people who don't know anything about anything.
And how much are you selling it for?
It's not completely bunk. It's mostly orange juice. Yeah, orange juice is not bad for you, right? It's not like poison or anything. I'm not like a jerk. But, you know, I'm making room for the program. I'm selling hope in the form of orange juice, which is not bad for you, and to people who maybe don't, you know, I think I'm getting what you're mostly the program, right?
Well, I love this. This tenacity, this entrepreneurial mindset.
Right.
Exactly. And as a fellow entrepreneur, I think your mind is in the exact right place to take advantage of people that are dumb, that don't know things, that really, you know, they rely on someone in a position of authority and knowledge and power to guide them to, you know, and to give them means by which to reduce their suffering. And you're saying no. You see those people in a vulnerable position, and you're taking advantage of them.
Well, what I'm doing is I'm showing them how to like be better about like, you know, because they're probably not drinking orange juice. They're probably like, you know, whatever, eating Kraft macaroni and cheese all day. Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, they're buying mac and cheese on EBT. They're drinking, you know, maybe sodas and whatnot.
Right. They're collecting the Monopoly, the McDonald's Monopoly, like whatever, like slips or whatever off the ground or out of the garbage or whatever, and they're getting $5 McChickens to feed their entire families. And so what I'm doing is I'm showing them, hey, orange juice is also good for your health.
Right. And how much are you charging them?
Well, I don't know, like, you know, okay, what would you charge for, say, well, okay, what is a carton of orange juice at the grocery store cost? Like, $2?
$4? No. I mean, not where I live.
$4? You think so? I go to the place where you get in bulk, you know?
Oh, okay, so you're probably getting a deal, yeah.
Like $2.75, $2.50 someplace.
Okay.
So I thought it was like well, first of all, you put a label on it that calls it, you know, it's not orange juice. It's called super juice. It's full of all the vitamins. You're like, hey, this is full of vitamins. And what you don't like your kids to have vitamins? What are you, a terrible parent? And sometimes I'll shake them by the collar and they'll get scared. They're like, what are you, a terrible parent? And then they'll be like, yeah, okay, so how much is it? I'll call it super juice. It's why it's $15 a carton.
Well, listen, I think that's beautiful and a perfect example of how this program has worked so well in your life. Because I've noticed.
The program.
Yeah, this
Right.
this is. I would like to think that this is made possible in your life to hurt. To see people in a vulnerable position and not see a way to like feed your ego to help them and feel like a good person, but to take advantage of them, to hurt them. And take their resources and then be able to give yourself this kind of bullshit about, oh, I'm actually showing them how to use vitamins or something. Like, yeah, beautiful, sure, whatever.
You get it, Guru.
Yeah,
You always get it. You always get it.
I get it. 100% I get it. But I'm gonna push you on this a little bit. Tonight's theme being, how has the program not worked for you? What in your life that you wish would have changed by now that the program simply has just not been able to help you or enact any sort of changes?
Okay, let me think about this. Well, one of the things. Okay. One of the reasons the program hasn't worked for me is man, I guess the fact that I can't think of a reason that the program hasn't worked for me is a failure of the program in itself, because I should have the ability to reasonably identify that if the program was in fact working for me as a sensible person, that the program, oh boy, I'm turning, I'm scared. Everything around me is a shadow. Everything around me is a shadow.
Namaste to our brother Dipshit, really putting an underline under the statement the program works. When pushed, how the program doesn't work, simply could not find a single example. Well, namaste, guys. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you so much to everybody that's been hanging out all night. Amelia, Greg, Claude, Boner, Porer, Chris Miller over at YouTube, Data Pagan at YouTube. I don't know if you guys are still hanging out, but namaste to you. Welcome back tomorrow night for an Infatuations. Guys, tomorrow night, join me. Infatuations with Leslie Tanner. We'll be going live between 7 and 8, hanging out a little bit. Once we get some contestants lined up, we'll kick it off. Again, competitive dating game show from chat, and the winner gets merch. Remember that. Namaste to you. Guys, again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to my mods. Thank you to my producers. And thank you to my community of devoted light. My community of devoted light at patreon.com, whose couple dollars a month is the backbone of this operation. Namaste to you guys. I put up a podcast just a couple days ago. Over the next month or two, we're going to be mixing it up with some products for you. Namaste. And Pooh in the Alleyway, if you are in the chat right now, I finally did it. I added your name to the credits. Namaste to Pooh. Thank you for the reminder the other day, by the way. Namaste, guys. In the meantime, let's go raid brother, producer, fellow explorer. And congrats to our Auto Fresh memes for hitting a year with us tonight. A year with us tonight. Namaste to I Love Fresh Memes. Blessings. Thank you for sharing that tonight with us. This is a real treat. It was a real treat for me as your guru. Namaste, guys. Well, listen. We'll be back, like I said, tomorrow night. Infatuations with Leslie Tanner, a competitive dating game show with you all. Let's see who wins. Let's see who gets to take home the T-shirt. We got some other stuff. We got this, that, and the other. We'll get into it tonight. But join me tomorrow night for that. But in the meantime, let's head on over to The Bunker, over with Craigulators, huh? The Bunker, everybody's favorite call-in conspiracy talk show with Brother Craigulators. Namaste, guys. We'll talk to you very soon, which is tomorrow. Namaste.
Are getting warm now.
No, we don't want.